Coming up on today's show, can the Chicago Bears win the NFC North in 2024? Let's explore that. My name is Harrison Graham. Welcome in to today's video. And I want to ask you first, can the Bears win the North this year? Simple yes or no question. Why for yes and for no? Let me know which side of the coin you're on. All right, 5 things that I think would need to happen to have a chance to win the division this year, arguably the toughest division heading into the year. Number 1, Caleb Williams has a C.J. Stroud type of rookie season. You look at what C.J. did last year, he was phenomenal. Now, the volume stats weren't crazy. Like, the pass yards were good, obviously, 4,100, high number there. But, 23 touchdowns isn't crazy. 5 interceptions is very good, though. Good TD to interception ratio. He doesn't run a ton, but I think a lot of these numbers on screen are reachable. Like, I think the completion percentage, Caleb could actually top that. If he hit 4,100, I'd be thrilled. I'm not necessarily expecting that, but I think he could throw for more than 23 touchdowns. Probably expect more picks, though, and I also think his rushing volume will be higher. I will say this. If Caleb Williams plays like a top 10 QB in the NFL, which Stroud did last year, this team has enough to compete for the division. Defense is going to be solid. A lot of weapons on offense. Obviously, we got to see it all come together. New offensive coaching staff, but if Caleb has 90% of a C.J. Stroud season, they're going to contend in the NFC North. I do believe that. Number 2, can a second legit pass rusher emerge? I don't even mean a Pro Bowler, but like a guy who's like giving you somewhat consistent production after Montez Sweat. We talked about this on our top 10 most important Bears players video. Like Montez Sweat, I had him at number 2. Why? Because if he goes down, your entire defensive line is a question mark unless a second guy emerges. I think a lot of people are hoping Davon Dexter is that guy. Like, can he emerge? There's been a lot of discussion around him, a lot of hype around him. He's got the physical profile. He flashed in 2023 as a rookie, especially down the stretch. He's put in a lot of work. Matt Eberflus said he didn't recognize him. That's how much he worked on his body before he showed up to OTA. So those are all positive signs. Dexter has high hopes for himself as well. 8+ sacks is something he's shooting for. 15+ TFLs, Pro Bowl, All-Pro. I think numbers I put up there, I was like, if you can get to 5 sacks and be a 10+ TFL guy and just be kind of a solid high-level starter, that would be huge. I'm glad he's shooting high, though, but whether or not he emerges remains to be seen. But they need somebody after Montez Sweat to provide some consistent production. I think Dexter probably has the best chance to do that. Maybe it's DeMarcus Walker. We'll have to wait and see. But if a second guy doesn't emerge, then Sweat's just going to get doubled a lot, and the defensive line is going to have its limitations. Summertime is here, which means the Mando doctor has you hooked up. Listen, there's no better time to get started with our sponsor, Mando, than right now. Because I don't know where you guys live. I know a lot of you are in the Chicago area. It's hot, even in Chicago in the summer. What does that mean? You're more likely to sweat. The Mando whole body deodorant will be your best friend in terms of combating that. Because you don't want to be the stinky fella in your friend group. Mando is clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours. It is safe for your entire body, your pits, your package below the belt, feet, everywhere in between. It stops odor before it starts, and it's got some cool cologne quality scents. Different options here. Bourbon leather, you got the Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, Clover Woods as well. And look, I like to get outside as much as I can. Obviously, I'm working a lot. I got a young son, but I like to get out and play golf. I like to go on walks with my son. And listen, I'm a little smelly after. Not with Mando. They're here to save the day, and they're going to help you out with their different products, including the starter pack, which comes with the solid stick deodorant, cream 2 deodorant, and much more. I've got the deodorant wipes right here, which you guys should check out, part of this package as well. Get $5 off with promo code CHAT at shopmando.com. That is shopmando.com, promo code CHAT. That code and link are available in the comments and the description. Get started today with Mando. All right, number 3. The Bears have a top 15 offensive line. And again, I don't think that's like, you're not shooting for the moon here, right? Like, You got to hit solid numbers here with your offensive line. And last year, it was a fringe top 20 group. Like, it did improve. Darnell Wright, that was a good draft pick. Can he take another step? Braxton Jones, when healthy, is at least an above-average left tackle. If he can be that or better, that's huge. The interior is the question. When Tevin Jenkins is healthy, you don't have questions there. More often than not, he's going to play at a high level. Can you get adequate play from center and right guard? Can Nate Davis be trusted? I mean, up to this point, I would say no, but he's a talented player. Can he be reliable? Can the center play at least be better than it was last year with the Cody Whitehair, Lucas Patrick debacle? I want to say yes. Logic would say yes, just due to how bad it was last year. But we got to see it. It's a real question mark. So, top 15 play, like top half of the league, if you get that, I think you got enough elsewhere on this team where if that happens and your quarterback's playing well, then yeah, you're going to be in a good position to compete in this division. What is your confidence level in the Bears' offensive line as a whole? I'll scale it from 0 to 10. 0 being you could not be less confident. 10 being is you're incredibly confident. You think this is going to be an awesome group, top 10 group. Like 5.5? Like I really like a few of these players individually. Can it come together? Can the interior be better than I'm hoping it is? We'll see. We'll see. I'm middle of the pack. I think you got a star at right tackle, star in the making. I think Tevin's a damn good player when healthy. I think Braxton is serviceable. I have major questions about center and right guard, though. All right, number 4. The receiving core lives up to the hype. Listen, we have hyped this group up a lot, and I think rightfully so. But the reality is they have not played together. They have not played a single snap together or with this quarterback. So it's, regardless of what they've done in the past and regardless of how good Rome Odunze could be, it is a projection at this point. Even DJ Moore, who was here last year, didn't do it with this quarterback, didn't do it with this offense under Shane Waldron. So, yes, I expect them to be good. The question is, how good can they be? Can they live up to being the best wide receiver trio in the NFL like many have heralded them to be? This trio can elevate Caleb big time. There's no doubt about it. Like, if they are as advertised, like, that's going to help Caleb Williams come along tremendously because it just makes the job easier when guys are consistently getting open. And don't forget, you got Cole Kmet, you got Gerald Everett, you got DeAndre Swift, one of the better pass-catching backs in the NFL. So, I think the weapons on offense are vast, and I think they should live up to the billing. But, obviously, we have to see that take place. And then you got to take advantage of the early schedule. We've talked about it. It's been a discussion point since the schedule came out. Based on opponent win percentage from last year, the Bears have the 3rd easiest schedule. But the second half just ramps up a lot. You got to stack some wins early. Those 3 AFC South games to start the year, got to win at least 2 of those. You got to beat Carolina. There's no excuse. You need to go win at Washington off the bye week. I think Jacksonville and London's very winnable. Cardinals week 9, Patriots week 10, because week 11 on is all 6 of your divisional games and then the Seahawks and 49ers. And I think the Seahawks likely take a step back, but a short week after Detroit and before Green Bay, that's not easy scheduling. At San Francisco late in the year, that's not easy. You need to start fast, man. Through your first 9 games, you need to win at minimum 5, but ideally you're 6-3. Like, you really need to get there because like those final 7 games or so, if you go 3-4, you're probably pretty happy based on how tough that schedule is down the stretch. So you need to stack the wins early when they're available to you. All right, there you have it. 5 things that need to happen in order to win the NFC North or at least have a chance. Who do you think wins the division this year? If you think the Bears do, type CHI. If you're going with the Packers, still type FGB, let's be honest. Lions, type DET, or the Vikings, type MIN. I'll have my official division prediction after training camp, after the preseason. I'll do all that right before week 1. Here in July, I probably would not pick the Bears to win the division. I would pick Detroit right now, but that could change in the next 6 or 8 weeks. So we'll have an official prediction then. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Bears content on the daily basis. Again, our goal is to get to 95,000 subs by training camp. We appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you next time.